Hey, we are recording.
All right. Okay. So.
Perfect timing.
Oh, wow!
Perfect
Look at that.
timing.
Nice. Hello.
Right when we started
I
recording.
agree.
So we were talking about what happened last session, and I think David wrote well that we basically this was the order of things that happened. You fought off Wheel the first time, and then you found the deeper layer with the Titan's essence with the Hydra. Vampires stole the essence that you had and then ran away. You defeated Atul, and then you went to his in his or her, it was not clear,
Yeah.
workshop, and spent 2 weeks improving yourselves. You put mist into this thing, you dumped a bunch of potions on him, and he ended up becoming empowered. And then you went back to check on Okuil. You destroyed his phylactery. You went back to his workshop to do some finishing touches on the clones, do some like put some potions and some different bloods and everything onto the different clones that Klaatu was basically on the different clones that Klaatu was organizing, Klaatu was doing, and you were debating also on how exactly you were going to deal with the queen, and like if you were actually going to go back to speak with the queen, saying that you actually have kind of pacified the mushroom people, or if you were just going to abandon this and return later situation and go deeper into Yuan-Ti territory.
I agree fully.
That is the extent of what I remember.
Okay. I was a skeleton again, right?
Believe you were, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yeah.
because you
Yeah.
got killed. Yeah, Klaatu
Yeah.
had the rune on his
Left.
femur or
Left.
hip,
More, yeah.
and when he died with I think it was a power word kill spell from
Yeah.
Okuil, his body just like his skeleton just rose out of his carcass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we used the flesh of my corpus for diverse clones.
Just to clarify, he did actually die like 2 or 3 times during that fight.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one of the times that he died, then.
Yeah, the last time.
You had the life killed out of you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because you were also like abducted. Yeah, I remember. You were also kind of abducted during the fight. You were taken away by the eating, like the munching massive mushrooms. Yeah. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun on that fight.
Great fight.
All right, so the ball is now on your court. You have Master. Oh, I forgot his name. What was the name of the little servant?
The mini.
Remini.
Cremini, yeah.
Yes, Cremini. Yes. Super devoted. Very good servant.
Super devoted. Nice.
Okay, out of character,
Yeah.
I'm ready to be done with the whole queen thing. So let's do something to finish it up.
Okay.
I would rather do it peacefully.
Yeah,
As far as
you
queen's
know,
concerned.
I'm with you. And I actually thought about maybe also, like, I think it's good to make it something new. And I thought also about maybe switching my character. Oh shit, but now we got all the upgrades. I don't know. I thought about maybe leaving Orba there as well, so Miro and Orba can deal with the queen, you know, and then
Interesting suggestion.
yeah,
But you just got all the upgrades, so you don't want to leave them behind now.
yeah, I don't know if it is intelligent to do it like this. So like, maybe you just say what you think about this idea.
Yeah, it's totally your decision, mate.
Yeah,
Yes.
if you feel like you want to change the character, then I would say go ahead and do it, and we can talk about making it so that the new character doesn't feel like a loss.
Hmm. I mean, Orba could potentially still always be there, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, but more likely, like, if you want to change a character, considering that you're also level, what, like 14, 15?
We are level
16
yes.
already.
Yeah, so
Ui.
a random straggler that would be level 16 would already be really powerful to just probably survive on his own.
Yeah.
Make him a UNT, so we have
That's gonna be hard enough. Are we making the peace arc? Yeah.
Oh man, this joke never gets old.
Maybe I have to think about it a little more. I also have to roll up a new character anyway, which would take some time, I guess. Maybe a lot of time.
But you have a really good connection to the queen. We should use it.
Mhm.
Yeah, at least to make peace with it.
Yes.
So
There's
I
something-
agree with Jeff. You go back, deal with the queen, maybe end it on even this session, so we have this whole massive chapter done.
So, question to further motivate us. What do you guys plan on doing? We have multiple options open, and I wanted to bring up to go back to the Merfolk Kingdom and check if they actually set up a little harbor and a trading hub and started building something to be the start of the base.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm open as long as we get done with this queen thing. I'm done with it.
And Klaatu and Orbs?
Yes, totally.
Yeah.
We know
Alright.
that the queen is kind of corrupted by the stuff, I guess. And
Mhm.
we know that the queen favors the plants. We know that. Do I have notes for that?
In the chat, if you scroll up, you put them in there.
Hi, me.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm so smart.
At
the
some
staff is
point.
semi-sentient.
Yeah.
Oh,
Only
yes.
those moments where you kind of look at what you've done and damn, he was smart.
What happened? I'm so fucking dumb.
At some point, I'd like to kick the ass of that Crocodile King too. But that's.
Give me my hand back.
Well, I have my hand back now, but
True.
I'd still like to kick his ass.
Made him
Mhm.
hungry now that it's gone from his stomach.
So mushrooms won't kill the
Wait, I thought you
queen.
regenerated the hand.
I
Yeah,
did.
it was. I did joke. I did a lame joke.
It was regenerated when I became Avatar of Water.
I mean, okay, I needed to make a reference to Captain Hook with that crocodile. That's why the hand had to go.
Oh yes, nice. I
Nice.
didn't saw that. That's a good one. So the queen attacked the mushrooms. Mushrooms are guided by Arthur and Okwil. Yeah, we got this. The queen started to attack everyone. Mushrooms couldn't be really killed by the plants without the help of animals.
So, I think we can translate it into an in-character conversation, right?
Yeah,
Like the
we
wants
can.
and needs of everyone's out-of-character options.
Sure, yeah. Cremini is going to be outside should he be needed.
Right.
So we are outside the
Are
The
you
colony?
in the laboratory?
Inside the laboratory.
Okay, good. Just for me, for my imagination.
Okay.
Imagination.
So out from in between the many tanks, Justin stands up after some light meditation and goes, "All right, even though I do feel a bit rusty, as if I've Said longer than I actually did. Looks at his watch. Well, yeah, 3 hours. I feel like we should get a move on.
Yeah, in a little bit. Just finishing here one of my clones.
Yeah, that's what you
So-
said for the last 2 weeks, Klaatu. All right.
Yes!
Just really finish the clones.
2 weeks already?
It
The
seems
day
like
counter.
months to me.
You can definitely see that some of the clones are like growing furs and tails, and they are reacting oddly to some of the bloods that you've infused on them.
Oh. Oh, I hadn't done any blood. Just
Only potions.
only potions and my
Okay.
casting stuff. Bone armor, invisibility. I can post it, wait.
Okay.
Nice. He has it written. Such an intelligent boy.
Yes! I'm smart!
More than 2 weeks already. Sick. Yeah.
When you said 2 weeks, it was 3.
I think it was 3. Yeah.
Then it was 3. You were exaggerating.
Ah, god damn. Time is really. Well. There is one prospect that I have shied about bringing up before, because it involves us going way back, but it would be around the time that I had written down in my journal to check on the merfolk, if they've upheld their promise to start building something for us, a harbor.
Oh, that would be good. That would be actually awesome. I could make a barn and a base for us. Just need more skeletons that they can build with my expertise. But first, let's do something about the forest stuff.
Yeah, the forest stuff. So we do have Miru there.
Yeah, she should be the queen. She's a good queen.
And I'd
Oh,
like
she
more
would be.
waged.
So, how about your Oraba? Oraba?
Yes?
You had a good connection with her. You liked her, right?
I guess you didn't.
Well, not kind of my type. No.
Are you
But
suggesting to make Orabel king?
would be cool too.
Oh, so you weren't.
No,
Sorry, what were
I
you
thought it
suggesting?
was just some romantic interference. Like, I could teach you, Orba, how to flirt a little bit.
I
I
couldn't
mean-
imagine a better teacher.
True, right? I once fucked an Fae.
Oi.
Oh, I really just.
I forgot how twisted this game was.
I mean, come on, you guys are level 16.
We
And
did
I'm
lots
not
of
the
stuff.
bard. That's something, I guess.
Maybe not in class. But you are
Yeah.
in spirit.
Not in class.
Oh man, I just took a big sip of tea. Oh man.
Warlocks seem to be even worse.
But for real, Orba, don't you want some love?
I mean, I do like her, I guess.
So we shouldn't kill her.
No, I don't think that would be the right way.
But
True.
there's no immediate way to find out more about her and the staff and if she's corrupted and to actually act on it.
Oh, but we know when she was here, she was like bleeding black ichor. So this would be.
Well, and then I'm healed, my body stitches itself back together. Well, it's also weird, but it's not a definite explanation for she's evil. So, unless you want him to spend years there, or weeks, or months, then
I mean, that doesn't sound that bad, I guess.
Well,
So I think we should separate here the queen and the staff.
Do you think that will do it?
The staff is obviously a problem. It appeared when the connection to Melora was gone to the queen.
Herein?
yeah.
Yeah, was yeah, with the neglect there's something, and also the staff is isn't he also talking like he's a thing, like a person?
But we did know that the staff isn't inherently evil, right?
It's also what powers part of the tree now. And yeah, we didn't know if it was really evil since the queen covets it so. But her love for the plants is destroying the forest. He needs to let everything be part of the cycle again. Also Miro's folk.
I think this is what the staff wants. The staff is like a plant staff, so of course it favors plants, and I think, or I believe this could be something. Cause of the evil, perhaps. But not inherently evil. In their perspective, they're doing the good thing.
Destin moves really close to Oroba, puts both his hands on the shoulders of Oroba, and in Gnomish says, "Do you really have it in you to be a spy?"
What? No spy lover?
What do you both mean? I'm a scientist, of course.
Well, but you're saying you're willing to stay with the queen, to involve her in our schemes and find a better solution, because we haven't found an answer in weeks and months.
I think I had something with her, and I think I could find a solution that may be better.
Yeah, I like that. And meanwhile, and I push just a little bit away, put my arms around Oroba, and
No, I
move
quickly
a
pull
little
away.
move a few steps. So, how do you approach your crush, Oroba? And I give him a little lesson in flirting and stuff.
Oh, I jump out of the way.
To listen.
I jump out of the way and roll towards Mist and say, "All right, off to the beaches then. You'll love it at the sea, don't you?"
Okay, do you want to make a performance check?
Yeah, yeah, why not? 20.
All right, it's pretty good. I mean, you can extensive detail your adventures with the Archfey. It's up to you, and you are able to describe them, how exactly they work. Not sure how Oroba takes it. It might be a bit disturbing because you were there for like 10 years. Like how tame is your explanation?
I think Oroba can take it. I will go. I will go not all in with like fucking skeletons and stuff, but I can spare some details, some naughty stuff.
Okay.
But a gentleman knows some respect and borders. Although I'm not really a gentleman.
So all sex, no kinks.
All right then, Oroba. Your response to this potential
I just
information.
pretend to listen carefully,
Yo.
and in the end,
And so you get late.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Check. Make a deception check, Oroba.
Me? Oh,
Don't worry, my insight is really crappy. Look at this. Oh shit.
no. Come on, it's with advantage because I'm used to his bullshit.
I would say so. I would.
What an original way.
This makes sense.
So, Oba, I hope you took notes. This will help you.
Yes, I bet this will speed up this experiment very much.
Oh, yes, totally.
I will give my best to bring this to a nice conclusion, and also I can report back to what happens with Miro if something happens. Maybe she can help me as well.
Well, first you're going to the beaches with us. Everyone, getting ready to teleport, eh?
But do you have something from the location? I never been there.
Oh, wait a sec.
Something like a focus? I knew Mira
Well,
had something, but she's not here.
can you read minds?
Minds? Like, what? Minds?
Do I have something from there? Do I have something from there?
Oh, I know, you have this dagger, right? The blood dagger?
Well, yeah, I was thinking about it, but it doesn't. I was thinking about the dagger.
Technically, the canopic edge came from there.
Well, it is going to teleport us into the tower, maybe. So let's not do that.
Both?
No.
The dagger?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually do have something else. Wait a moment, and I pull out the pouch I was given by the first guy. Not Nunmar. Zifron's dead. Fucking her.
Talking about the guy who sent us to the tower to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Nelcor?
no clue what his name was.
Let me see if I find it.
I could also check for a drawing, maybe. But the first drawing I did is in the tower, so no.
Wait. Mehrfolk there. Is here? Oh, no. The Mehrfolk, they are all gone.
Yeah, it was this one, Vend Core.
Vent cord. Damn!
Village Elder. Cut him off.
Yeah, I still have a bag of items given by Ventcore. Well, the items are all used up, but I still have the bag.
Yeah,
Well,
that could help.
that's an item from there, yeah.
That was 2 characters ago for me, so.
But don't we want to go to the Queen first? Why to the beach, actually? You want to go there very badly, but if we do it, I can't do it this day again. Oh, never mind, I can. I forgot. I'm so powerful now.
Right?
Okay, everyone, pack your things. Oh, wait, I go and close the door of the laboratory. Do we want to do anything about this? Like, I don't know. Have anybody of you, like, was ist das nochmal? Schloss?
Arcane lock. Mm-mm.
A lock, yes.
Well, nope. What is the closing mechanism of Atul's door?
Atol's door, as the whole mech, was everything was part of the same fungoid system, so it closed and opened depending on the will of
The mushroom, yeah.
of the mushrooms, exactly. Atol's door was slightly transmuted to be a bit different, so it's formed out of a bit of a different form of fungus. So it does have some magic to it.
Okay. I try touching it and infuse it with some magic to shock it. Like, in Justin said, it's a muscle, so I'm trying to send a shock to close it, to
Okay,
make it
alright.
squeeze after everyone's out.
Um,
Make an Arcana check.
yeah, make an Arcana check.
15.
15. Okay. You get shocked back.
Yeah.
Seems to just bounce off of you.
All right. Maybe we do need to call Grimini to close it.
Okay, Cremini!
Maybe suggest to him that nobody should enter it except us.
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
Maybe you want to do that, Mist?
Cremini was like he was waiting for your call, so Klaatu just shouts at the guy who's right there. And yes, sir.
Justin pushes Mist a bit forward. Speak to your people.
We'd like you to close up this lab and try to see to it that nobody enters it except us.
Of course. It shall be done. Only slight, not exactly an issue, but the door was, well, it was Atol's pet, I think he called it. It might be might need to be convinced, because it's not of us. You understand?
Yes, interesting.
Ah.
Okay. Klaatu, how do we go about convincing a door?
I think first we need to know what this door is, and I go near to the door and put some powder on it and look with Arcana. Investigate this door.
Okay.
Nat
Pour
20.
some
Oh,
incenses in there. Mumble
Okay.
some words. Show
Does-
yourself! What are you?
The door kind of disturbingly mimics a portion of Atoll. Of one of its eyes appears, and it seems to speak to you out of, you're not entirely sure out of what, but it does seem to be able to speak with you. It says, "You have slain my master. Why did I care for you?"
First of all, your master wasn't a good person.
Oh, who's he
He
speaking?
deserved it. Oh, the door's speaking with me. Psst,
Oh, sorry,
Josh.
yeah.
So, this first, otherwise, if this doesn't convince you, we are powerful, we could erase you, but you can live if you want to, and you be a good door.
All right. Do you want to make an intimidation check? Maybe with Arcana, if you show him some of your power.
Ooh. I would make persuasion, but it sounded like intimidation. That's true. Okay,
Well, you kind of said obey or be disintegrated.
yeah, that was the last word. I know. Okay, that's 13.
It's not really intimidated. It says,
If you destroy all of these creatures you defended, and my master was kind, always kind.
Oh, interesting. Thanks for the information. Yeah, perhaps he was kind to you, but not to these people you are living with. The mushrooms. You live next door to them. Literally. And, well, you kinda annoy them. We stopped them from, well, destroying this place.
They refused to be part of me. They annoy me.
How's it going?
Uh, not so good. I think.
okay.
I tried
Okay.
different options.
You need some pointers.
Are we seriously going to be fighting a door?
But the mushrooms were here first. Of course you can't have them all. Be grateful for what you have.
Klaatu. I pull on your sleeves.
I have no master now.
We could be your new master. We will be kind too. You can be sure of that. I give you my word.
make a persuasion check.
Perhaps you can also come with us at some point, if this is possible.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh. What's
You
up?
must be lonely. Poor little door.
My purpose is to remain, but your offer is kind.
No problem. I really mean it. There's always room for some more weirdos like us. And my skeleton
I
grinning.
will not be alone. I will have your creatures.
Oh, true. They are growing right now. You can watch them if you want to.
They speak.
Already?
Sometimes with their mind.
Wonderful. Oh, you're making me happy already, little door. Do you have a name?
I was granted no name.
Oh, you shall have a name. Group? How shall our door be named? Called, I mean.
Sesame. For no particular reason.
Sesame? Like this?
No. No. It's a kind of corn.
Sesame. Oh, yeah, why
Sesame,
not?
like
I
the
like
seed?
it.
Like the seed? Or,
Like the seed, yeah.
like open sesame.
Oh, why would you say that? Did the corn ever have a door?
From this day on, you shall be called Sesame. The little corn that brings hope into the world.
Yeah. Now close sesame.
It ponders for a moment. And then it actually seems really happy with the name.
I am Sesame.
Oh,
You are my masters.
oh, thanks. I'm Klaatu. This is Justin, Mist, Oraba. We don't have a group name right now, but you are now in it. And I hug the door. I press myself against it, I guess.
Sure. The door says,
Oh, your flesh is nice.
Oh, thanks, but it's bones. But yeah, thanks. But I will have flesh thanks to you. And we will see each other again. But from now on, just live your life here. Don't intervene with the mushrooms. They are really kind, actually, if you get to know them. And yeah, I don't know. Do you need anything?
Keep the door closed.
Yeah, keep the door closed from anyone else but us. Right. I almost forgot.
Don't worry, Klaatu, I got you.
I was so excited that having a new friend.
You're still hugging him, I know.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I pet her sometimes and go some steps.
He says,
Your creatures have strange thoughts. Thoughts of reproduction. I do not understand.
Oh,
You
that's
will
all
learn
right.
all about it. Oh, sorry, I can't hear it.
Yeah, I will talk you through next time, okay? It's really interesting. I know all about it. He's already asking about reproduction. He's already in his teens.
You'd see Justin was writing down a question in his notebook as you say that he's crossing it out again.
no, he was more saying that your creatures, the ones that you created, were
Yeah.
already talking about that.
Yeah, I got this. No worries.
Okay.
Well, they have Klaatu's sex drive at least.
Seems the blood flow is functioning right.
I don't think that can ever be taken away.
Not from Klaatu, no.
Well, it got taken away. He got it back. Don't forget what Jeff said at the start. Don't forget how twisted it actually is.
Oh my god. Yeah. Totally right.
Right, Mr. Grimini, I don't think you'll have any more problems dealing with this situation. Klaatu has taken full control over it, and it seems to work out just fine. We will be taking our leave, though, Grimini. Like last time, you know what to do.
Of course. But I simply ask, is it truly safe to have the creature be alive? To us, it feels like a tumor. It's not entirely part of us. Should it perhaps not be excised?
I look at him and I say, all right, we're going to change perspectives here a bit. Let's see it as you, as an organism, are growing around a very, very important box. And that box, my friend just made sure, is just a box. Won't attack you, won't harm you. It actually is for safekeeping. How does that sound?
Of course.
How does that sound?
I'm sorry for I should not even have doubted.
No.
And
Sometimes you
immediately just
just
bows and heals.
sometimes you need to step back, Rimini. You need to change perspectives.
You are all truly so wise. It has been such an honor of our tribe to accept you and take you, and for you to have helped us. And he remains in this like prostrated pose before you.
Yeah, I meet him down there and say, thanks to you too, Grimini. And then I stand back up.
He seems like way more happy than he should about the fact that you acknowledge his help.
All right. I guess it's time for you to work your magic, Klaatu.
Okay. Are you ready? I take your bag, I guess.
All right. It's going to be a wet entrance. I
Oh,
wouldn't mind if you would be off to the beach, but this is actually going to be in the water.
Oh, in that case, is it?
I look at Klaatu and say, the place is called Katamon.
Okay. Describe it to
And
me.
it's basically a place that is built into the reefs around the beaches of this continent.
Mm-hmm.
It's about so and so, and I go into details about the location from the beach because I've traveled it. I think I should be able to, like, it's about 3 hours swim or drift on a boat that goes so and so fast. And there's some merfolk there that live there. Van Kor was the leader. He lived in a coral house that has this beautiful coastal where shells have been milled into a memorial. It's no, not memorial. What do you call those?
A mural?
No, you said they're all like a mandala, you know,
Yeah.
like mirrored and see-through and in very various forms and circles laid out onto the sand and into the reef itself, grown into there. A lot of plants, some dolphins that are rides to these merfolk.
Yeah, I get a good picture. Thanks. Strong.
I cast water breathing on the party.
Oh, and I was so looking forward to us being opened again.
I still dread those days under the water.
You had beautiful fins, little gnome.
And would you like water walk as well?
Well, it depends. What would happen if he teleports us underwater and you have put our feet to be magically able to? Will we shoot up onto the surface?
I don't know. Let's see if that's optional.
Can I do an Arcana check to know this?
Sure. We can Arcana check.
27.
Oh, it immediately carries you to the surface. So yeah, never mind.
Yeah, it will shoot you to the surface.
Okay.
All right, then maybe just hold
Probably the
that.
propellant force of it could actually hurt a lot.
Mm.
So
Just
don't worry
imagine-
about that yet.
Imagine we are in a high building and just getting clunched to the wall.
I'm also kind of nervous to see what it has become.
Okay, then. Teleport!
And we get riveted and deconstructed and constructed on another place. Let's see.
You have to roll a D100.
Yeah, 23.
32. Come on.
32, yes.
Let me see how effective it is.
Oh, my batteries are getting low. 33.
That is based on a description or even something that you have viewed once.
I have a description,
App.
but I also have an item from that. I think that makes something. I'm on it, but my battery is getting low. I have to change that.
It also says an object taken from the destination within the last 6 months.
Oh, that isn't the case?
No, it's 5+ years.
Okay. Yes, and then it's off target.
Okay, let me see.
Then off target. You determine the direction.
Okay, all right. So all of you suffer 3d10 points of force damage,
Mm-hmm.
which is okay, 8. Wow.
Oh, okay.
Nice, guys.
LOL.
What's happening?
And
Eight
you have to
damage.
roll again the d100.
Mm-hmm. Until we get there. Oh,
Ooh.
Okay, all right.
79 is a
So
hit.
you
97,
have a-
dude.
Yes.
All right.
39! Come on.
You have first of all, you have a mishap. So the point that you are shown is actually very close, but it sounds similar enough. You find yourself along these beautiful, pristine beaches, and there is a settlement nearby. And for the briefest moment, because Justin is observant, you are able to see the flag of the city of Vanuta flying atop it.
Ah, you stupid.
And then you fail, and then the force and the portal drags you back and forces you to the water. You land immediately in the water. Immediately, a lot of merfolk just become very, very frightened, and they scatter. These are not soldiers; they just scatter.
Oh, I yell the Merfolk's king's name. Wait.
And Core, and Ingwas.
No, the
You mean
king was
name
someone
or
else.
Yeah, the name of the
the
king.
name of the king or the name of the governor?
The name of the king.
Name of the king.
The
Okay.
Merfolk king that we helped.
Mhm. They stand kind of silently, kind of afraid, and they just and they keep running away. You hear a
It's
sort of a conch being called under the water,
mhm.
Okay.
and it
Let's
echoes kind of like a horn.
just wait here. Wait for the guards or protectors to arrive, and we can clear it up with them. No sudden movements. No hostile actions. Just wait calmly, guys.
Okay.
I keep yelling out the name. Gag Darum's envoy here. King Darum's envoy.
How do these people? Hmm.
They, what do you want to ask?
Oh no, it's alright.
Okay. So you are underwater. You are roughly in the center of the plaza of this little town, and again, because it is made underwater and for swimming creatures, you are kind of in a sphere. So instead of a circular plaza, it serves more of a sphere surrounded by a bunch of different buildings. One of them is indeed the the place of seems to be the house of Vendkor.
We are in
You
Katamon.
you are in Katamon, yes.
It's where everything started.
Well, then I
Like
call out
this one.
Venkor's name. I call out Venkor.
Vendkor arrives and he has a few guards just out of being, the reports of creatures mysteriously appearing and some form of water thing. Because they haven't really, so it's like a skeleton and a water thing that has come.
Hello.
And they are so they are definitely fearful. Klaatu, the first thing you notice is you really cannot swim, and especially as a
Yes.
skeleton, you just
Yes.
start immediately sinking to the bottom.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hold him like a water balloon.
Yeah, I thought about that right at the beginning. As
Vendkor arrives. You can breathe. I mean, not that to, but you can actually breathe underwater. So it's
mm,
kind of a strange experience because mist has so it's like your bones, your vertebra near your neck have these like weird protrusions of
yes.
fins. So you can breathe even though you really don't. Sorry, not fins, gills.
Mm,
Vendkor arrives and he looks at all of you and then sees Justin and Oraba and greets you with warm, open arms and says, "Friends, you have come back.
Yeah.
How,
Well,
how long
some.
has it been?"
Well, some months, definitely. Maybe even a year.
I was afraid that you would never return.
Much the opposite, in fact. It's time to check on the little settlement that was promised to us for helping out the royal family.
Yes. Well, There has been an issue with that.
Oh, you
But-
are in charge of construction, Vencor. Congratulations!
No, well, there's a the king was ousted, but we will, but we have much to catch up. And who are these creatures?
Oh.
Did you say the king was ousted?
Yes, he was. Well, he was afflicted by some form of madness that he could. There was something that, well, he claimed that was there and was afflicting everyone else. I don't know. This happened in the capital, so we got the news not.
Ah.
And in the
Okay.
end, they decided to oust him for madness. So he has been placed in a. He has not been killed. He has just been separated from his power.
Oh,
All right. There had to be some consequences for his naive acting.
I heard reports that he was acting incredibly crazy, claiming that that one of his top advisors was not there or was even dead.
I say no, Mr. Justin. Guess we left a little bit too early.
Well, it does sound like we left too early indeed, I reply in Gnomish. Well, Vencor, when we went to help the royal family, we left on the terms that actually there was power infiltrating the king's mind and his decisions, but we got rid of it. So, if he didn't resign out of a guilty conscience for the madness afflicting him, then he is being imprisoned for the wrong reasons.
What do you mean?
Well, let's not talk outside here. Would you be willing to accompany us when we are going to the outpost to check on it?
Of course, but the out is a little bit away. It's not entirely here, but it is certainly being built. It was one of the many priorities of the new council.
Nice
So
old
now
card.
you return to the Merfolk Kingdom.
Ah, what a
Oh, nice.
Very, very long time.
very
Nostalgic.
long time.
You are here,
Fucking tower.
and he takes you to a private room. He dismisses. These are old friends, and they have helped liberate the. And he proclaims you as one of the from the weight of the old gods.
Oh, what an honor.
You are shown to this private room again. You are served these drinks underwater, made with materials that are just slightly heavier, and of course the local delicacy of the sweet algae is served.
Sweet algae, woo!
Oh, damn. I have to be honest with you, Venko. I didn't miss the algae, but I do love a good drink.
He says, "Well,
Those
I
those
suppose we."
edges helped us out a lot, though.
It did help us so many times. I didn't mean to offend you.
I am ever so glad to hear of it, but it seems that we as merfolk are more perhaps susceptible to its charms.
I'd say it's just me, Vencor, honestly, because we've been trading it up and down outside of here, and to beings who do live on land many times over. It's a very, very delicious treat. It's just me, really.
So it is merely the fact that you brought too much, then.
Yes, definitely this, and I do, and cheers with him.
The drink tastes really incredibly sweet, but also alcoholic, like a very sweet rum or a very sweet how do you call it? Those
Wine
alcoholic drinks that it's like a liquor.
Mm.
That's what I mean.
Nice. Milky. I drink it out of a sea urchin.
What
They
the fuck?
don't. Yeah, they don't. uh, they do serve them on conches for you guys to eat to drink them out of. So the way that you drink it is you're supposed to kind of revolve the conch to
Mm.
get the most out of it. It's an interesting way that they have developed of creating. In this private room, he has a mosaic of his daughter, never having been returned and having been confirmed dead. He
Yeah.
he looks at it with clearly a pained expression and says, "Well, I am glad that at least you were able to save other fathers and daughters."
Sad to say, Venkor, that we failed on those more times than I would wish. Our little companion, and I pull out the little grave that I have in my pocket all the time,
Mhm.
and pull it out and say, has met his end as well on our journey.
He gasps, very saddened and also surprised, which I suppose is surprising to anyone who knew Mook. And he said, "What could have happened to him? He was a prince. He was royalty. He must be taken to his home, be buried with honors there."
Justin looks up to the picture of Jita and goes, well, it's just someone I as well couldn't protect, and we still don't know where to find his hometown.
Uh, I do have to apologize for that. I, is I myself have no idea where it could be.
Don't worry. I didn't came we didn't come to put this on you. I put it back into my jacket. I just feel like since you were one of the first people to actually help us out, there's a mutual trust, and I wanted to let you know. Mook really like to celebrate amongst your folk here.
Well then, we shall drink in his honor.
Yes.
You may tell us stories of his life.
Before we go and talk about the king, I also want to ask, has the deep sea somehow changed? Any sightings of more krakens?
No, the the deep has left us alone, and though we were surprised at first, though we were certainly surprised at first, it seems that the new priests at the capital have accomplished some form of arrangement.
Don't tell me you have kept sending people to the tower, Venkor.
No, the tower is empty. The tower is, at least that I know of, the tower is empty.
I fear Wisir's influence is to blame for the king's situation.
But how could that be?
Well, do you remember there was someone else with us when we first arrived, called Cyrus? And another guy called Reynard?
Yes,
They have sided with the god of death, or the soon-to-be pseudo-god Wesir.
but why? What after the tower? After
Yes,
they saw what that creature had done?
we destroyed the tower, they saw what it did, and later we found another one of our original cruise ship members turned into something awful by the High Sage Zifron of your own capital Hydria. We don't know what actually tempted them to succumb to the deal, but I do know it has to do with power and the promise to return to our continent sooner than we could offer them.
Saddens me greatly to hear that someone so noble could have fallen so sharply.
Just make sure that your people stay clear of any of those religious worshipping. It's only going to make Wesir stronger, and the one thing we want him to be is weakened.
Well, that is certainly what we have always attempted.
If I were to put a finger on someone's responsibility regarding Jita's death, it would be Wesir Venkor.
It is not merely Wesir, but
Don't blame
but
yourself, Venkor.
I did allow it to happen. Who else could bear blame but me?
Even though you would imagine that at this point there would be emotion in Justin's face, it's actually pretty stone cold, and he says, well, we can't argue with that, and still, I don't hold you responsible. I feel like you've been set up to make this motion and offer her up. Where now?
Part of our way of doing things. We did not realize that it was all in vain. But we do not perform those terrible sacrifices anymore.
I'm glad to hear that.
We have also had contact with some cities.
Interesting.
Claimed to some humans, such as yourselves, that came claiming to have come also from the same place that you have.
Interesting. Have they stayed at the colony, the settlement?
They have. Well, yes, we established it near Clavia, and because it was easier there, that Hydria was still tenuous.
I imagine.
They say they come from a. Yes, I cannot entirely remember because, well, this still remains a very small village. Well, a very small town.
Well, we need to check ASAP actually.
To go to Clavia or to go to Hydria?
The settlement near Clavia. I don't think Hydria is. Do you feel like this is our responsibility after all we've done?
I do not know. Do not. It is not my duty to tell you where your responsibilities lie.
Well, then in that case, settlement first. But for now, let's finish the drinks and maybe rest a bit. I look around and look at the party. I'm pretty sure that everyone will enjoy Katamon.
But please tell me also of this creature, this. He's not quite sure how to describe Mist. He's actually seems kind of confused, not entirely sure. Describe as an elemental or perhaps something else.
Well, I'm not in avatar form at the moment. So it basically looked like a water genasi.
They don't know what a water genasi is.
Oh.
No.
And Core, come on, you've cut us open and transformed us into having guilds, so now you're astonished at a friend of mine?
My people.
I have no prejudice against him. It is his connection with the water seems greater than any that we have had.
My people come. My people have connections to the different elements, and I happened to carry one to water. we're called Genasi. And
Where do you hail from? The humans have granted us some maps and have helped us a little bit. We have not that large of a knowledge of, but of how exactly it works. But we try to learn.
okay, do you have one of those maps handy?
He presents a map. It's you would need to make an intelligence check to try to read it, because it is first of all like a table, mosaic, and the figures of the world are incredibly grotesque. Like they really have not been very. But it gives you kind of a rough idea of river. There's some other things, but this is incredibly crude. It's not crude because it clearly took a lot of effort, but you are just surprised by the lack of development of it. Not only, well, you and also Justin, of course, but Justin and the others, but even the Yuan T have like significantly better maps than this.
I look at Mist and go, I know, but still they're better friends.
Can I see where my...
You can see, yeah, you can see very little. Oh, we lost someone.
I think it's back again.
Okay. You can see the river, but there's also a lot of mystery. There is a city in the center, and it has been named El Dorado.
I'll be right back.
The settlement has been called El Dorado?
No, the city that you can guess is the Yuan Ti capital has been named El
Okay.
Dorado.
Okay,
City of
can I
Gold.
see approximately where my village would have been?
Yes.
Okay, I'll point to it and be like, I come from somewhere around here.
He looks at you very incredibly surprised and says, "You serve the snakes?"
No longer.
Which we can vouch for, Venpor. Don't get nervous. He has proven himself over and over again to be an enemy of the Yuan-Tis and not a friend.
He kind of looks disappointed at this answer.
Oh.
And says, "Well, we might have needed a friend of the snakes to help us, actually.
Oh, what's
Why?
going on?
The Aarakocra have become more bold recently, and they have taken more and more of the Capinchos and stifled a bit of our trade as well.
Oh, God.
We have been having great difficulty."
Aarakocra. It had to be the birds.
Mm.
They're such a pain in the ass.
Do you have some insight on that, Klaatu?
Well, I was there like a few hours. They were ready to fight and doing stuff and gathering like crowds of birds and carrying this little Capinchus. Yes, there was something I remember, I recall. It was also weeks ago.
He asks, "Where was this? Was this near the water?"
I think it would be around here, and there were mountains, right? As I remember, can I recall this?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, they were near the mountains.
I think there was like a cliffside or something. Anywhere around here, I guess they took me there. It was a long travel from here, and I point out my little hut.
Says, they have always been a great bother to the Capinchos, but they've never really gone as deep as the village of Peep. And now if setting up something near the setting up near the jungle is something that they have never really done. They've never really descended from the peaks.
And you were hoping that the Yuan-Tis could force some pressure onto the Arak Okra to help your situation?
Well, the Yuan-Tis, we know little about them, but we know that they are enemies of the birds, and so we were hoping that we would be able to, well, perhaps side with them and have them as our friends to push back the birds. We do not really even know what they want from us, but they clearly have gathered a lot of. They clearly have attacked and gathered a lot of the Capinchos.
Perhaps after we've dealt with this queen, we can return and give them its maid.
Yes, Vancor. To be open and transparent about our plans, we came to inspect the settlement and then leave for another international matter and have the settlement then become our base of operations. So, of course, if the surrounding is threatened, we have every intention to negotiate. But I am disappointed that you wanted to reach out to the Yuan-Tis and not us. Do you not have any means to contact us?
We have the people at. The problem is that those of yours that have settled near Clavia have to aid the Arakokra.
Oh,
They
no.
find it profitable to trade with them.
God damn it. That's why we need to go to the settlement. If they are dealing with the Arak Okra, it's all going downhill. Oh, did I say that out loud? I'm sorry.
Aarakocra or the Yuan-Ti.
Yes.
But I do see that the Merfolk Kingdom needs an ally. Could be us, but then we need to convince the other humans that what they're doing is a bad idea.
Who are they? I thought you were the only ones.
Well, we have to get to know them. We have to get to know them first, Vancor. It might be a case of us killing them.
You would kill all of the humans that have settled after you
Uh,
asked for them to be settled here?
Well,
I wouldn't do
like,
so, but
No,
just imagine like there was a high sage Zifron in your government that was toxic and spreading insanity to the king and all others around him. There might be some amongst the humans as well.
I see.
I would assume not. But there's no reason that we can't look into this whole thing once we've taken care of the queen.
yes.
Well,
And who is this queen that you need to aid? Is she a friend? Could she help with in our situation?
Um,
there might be a way in the future, I think.
maybe. I mean, we could certainly think about asking her. Um, we have to deal with some politics of our own before we can attempt that. But
I see. Well, I will trouble you no longer then.
Sorry,
Any
Vancor.
information that you ask, I am available and willing to share with you always.
Vancouver, the strongest force you have access to is actually these people right in front of you. So we need to get to that settlement, and I suggest every one of us goes. Maybe you are able to give us another dolphin rental.
Certainly, certainly. If you so wish, I could. I myself have business to attend to this in the city, but I can send you an escort that then takes the dolphins back. Should you choose to deal with other business there?
Do you mean Katamon? Do you need to stay in Katamon, or do you need to go to Hydria?
I need to stay in Katamon. I am the mayor here. Make myself absent.
All right, Vancouver. What really would help is for you to find out who's running the government right now. So on our return, we will reconvene about the situation with the king.
I will do my utmost.
I will not promise you anything, but since we are going to build a settlement here, we need this government to be at least somewhat stable.
Of course, of course. But we have been put in this terrible situation of having the rocks and the of being between the rocks and the sharks.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear it's still like that, even despite our efforts.
Your efforts have, well, alleviated us of another shark.
Let's hope it will continue to be like that. So I guess, what do you say, everyone? As soon as possible to the dolphins?
Yes.
All right, then. So, will you actually spend a bit of time to rest there, or will you go immediately to the dolphins and on to Clavia?
I wouldn't need to rest.
I mean, this talk with Vancouver, I guess, was short resty, half an hour. I wouldn't need another rest as well.
I'm good. As long as we don't
Okay.
forget the queen.
Well, I thought we get there at the end of the session, so we don't lose Oropa at the start of it.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Okay, so you decide to go. You go then. So you take a I would say that you rest there, and then to prepare yourselves, you go on your way to the city of to the town of Clavia. And on your way to the town of so you go to the town of Clavia. You arrive after the dolphins ride of
Some hours.
yeah, after some hours that I will not want to calculate at the moment.
That's all right.
You arrive at the town of. You see that it is a much more fortified town. It actually is. It now has a sort of dome that rises a bit out of the water itself, and there is nearby a port that has settled and also a ship. You can see the flags that are flying the city, and it becomes immediately apparent to you, Justin, that it is not the flags of Vanuta that are on this outpost, but the flag of the city of Caladria as such.
Wait, it flies the flag of the city?
It's a flag of a different city. It's a flag of the city of Caladria
Caladria.
instead of the
Do I
city of
know?
Vanuta.
Do I know
Make a
Caladria?
history check.
I would help with that.
Okay.
You can roll it. I help you with that.
Okay.
Go
23.
and lean over.
What do I remember? My old days.
So you
Perhaps.
didn't.
The city of Caladria has always been quite prosperous and had a lot of very good relationships with the Dragon Empire. And it always had a very good control over the areas immediately around it. This is what you know of the city. It has a very strong gnomish presence that has always been very open, and the
right.
city was always very proud of its incredibly mercantile community. It was not really known that much for adventures, but certainly for its ships and the way that it was able to also kind of have this double class system where the humans and orcs and larger races would be the ones rowing the ships. What Justin remembers is different because this was 100 years ago. The city of Caladria is still very, very prosperous, and it prospered a lot from the fall of the Draconic Empire, which happened roughly 20 to 30 years ago. And it was one of the participants who helped, in a way, partially inadvertently helped it fall to the orcs. It has continued its use of bulkier people to work on its ships, primarily galleys, but the presence of the gnomes is more hidden, and the city is actually, there's much suspicion that the city is actually secretly run by those gnomes, and there's a lot of tension in between those two peoples, like the humans that make up like perhaps 60% of the town, of the city, do not really like the fact that most of the city seems to be under control or certainly favoring these 10% of the population that are the gnomes. And so it became a much more, in a way, a ruthlessly capitalist with a mix of Venetian imperialism.
That's how I remember too.
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah,
That's
Draconic.
some progress for it.
Shortly before I was born, fallen. But that's going to be a different trouble now.
How it is here, you don't know, because to get here, you must traverse the ocean, which would require galleons and not galleys, which are just much bigger ships.
But there's no sight of such a ship, right? There's no sight of such a ship.
You know of there are smaller ships that are more like caravel classes, which are just definitely smaller and more agile ships, made just for the purposes of navigating navigating into the, but not transporting that much cargo.
Oh.
So it's more of an exploration vessel.
All right. So I do think it's going to be a bit of diplomatic things now that this is another city who has made our settlement their own.
Oh yeah, I should change my looks. And I snap my fingers and look like myself because of, what is it? Mask of many faces. Beep. So,
Alright. I'm going to keep detect magic online as we approach.
Okay. All right. It is obvious that the gnomes have invested a lot in magic and in magical invention. So in the years that you have been here, the development of artificery seems to have improved greatly. And the ship, this caravel, even though it is much smaller than the galleons that brought you here, seems to be much more magically armed and prepared
Mm.
for potential enemies.
Oh, well, well, well. I do like what I see.
And this is obviously like perhaps Oraba would be the one that would know the being a gnome himself. He would have suffered some of the prejudices of being a gnome in this because even in the city of Vanuta, though it was a bit more tolerant towards the gnomes, it is not as much. It definitely is not as much as Klaatu remembers 100 years ago, being like, marriages between humans and
Mm.
gnomes being something very common.
All right. As soon as you get off the dolphins, tell them that they're able to go, otherwise they stay.
All right, they immediately decide to go and leave you guys.
Right. Then. Well, then let's approach. And I approach with my hands up in the air.
I follow, but I don't raise my hands.
I raise my hands and follow behind Klaatu.
Let's see. Okay. The man, they. You see a couple of heads popping out of citizens armed of clavia, and there is also a dinghy that is moving. It seems to be propelled by some form of artificery wheel. It's not too fast, but it saves the effort of rowing.
In Gnomish, I yell up, we are an envoy from Vanuta wanting to claim this settlement as our gift from the Merfolk King. We are the backers of the Merfolk who have allowed you to live here.
Okay. You see that there is a man. There is a and others. There is a man and two orcs that are on a man, an orc, and a half orc that are on the dinghy. The man seems to be much more richly dressed, and the other two seem to be just guards. He says, "We do not speak that foul language here. Speak in common, or do not speak at all, be arrested, and we will give you to whatever party will pay for you."
Okay, I repeat in common then what I said.
Says, the civilized tongue.
As you call it.
As it is, and he approaches you there, coming now between perhaps like 45 feet, and says, "So, you have the help of the merfolk, but you
And,
speak the gnomish language."
well, I do speak many languages. What does that have to do with anything? Let's
It
continue with the
has to do
facts.
with who you are with. And
The
he
fact
looks
is,
astutely towards Orava.
we have arrived with dolphins from our good friend Vancor, who has, by his own stretch, been able to help you guys develop a very nice settlement here in our name. So, of course, we do want it to strive, and of course, we want you guys to be here. The conditions might change, though.
The conditions? And who exactly are you to be giving us orders? you You presume to give us condition? We arrived here, and these nice people immediately offered to help build us a small little port. And you come to say that this was your doing?
I look at him and I say yes. I look very intently at him and I say yes. That is what happened. I point in the direction along the coast. The coast here is filled with many different Campincho villages who have also helped you to trade, and they have been taken by Arak Okra, which you have made deals with because it seems profitable to you. But this foundation that you arrived in is very much built on sand as soon as you start to lose the interest of cooperation. So let me be very clear here, my friend. This settlement and the future you guys want to seek here is very much dependent on the relations you have with everyone around here. And since we have taken that first step, I suggest you better not make yourselves enemies.
Threatening already, threatening the commander of this of our dear factory here.
I just hate to waste everyone's time.
And so you come. And what are your terms? What are exactly? You have some dolphins with you. Yes, you came from an insignificant, probably an insignificant town. You do not even know the rulers of the Merfolk Kingdom. They are great friends of ours. We helped defend them against the Arakocra.
And this is exactly what I want everyone to be doing. With a small exception, this place is not your own place.
The gall on this man. He looks at his bodyguards, and they just start laughing brutishly.
I turn towards my people and start to laugh as well.
Lol.
I go, ha, 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 ha. Thanks, Klaatu.
I wink at him.
Oh god, instant regret.
No good deed goes unpunished.
Yeah.
So he says, please, let us not negotiate when I
I do have
it
to
seems
say
we
it's
have
been
found quite the gestures here.
yeah, same.
Come,
I think it's
bring
quite
him to
fun.
the shore.
Right, let's get in first.
You bring
As we go in, can I make a perception check to see what the mood of the other gnomes and the crew is here?
No, there are no gnomes at all here.
Ooh. Okay, then I want to catch the general mood of everyone. Like, are they trusting in this commander?
They
seem
oh
like
wow.
it's been a good
You guys are
journey.
rolling a lot of 20s.
Yes.
Love
Okay.
it.
The mood is pretty lively. There's a lot of people incredibly interested in making money. So most people that are here are merchants, craftsmen, jewelers. They seem to be having pretty fair deals, it seems, with the locals, but there is a specific building that seems to be locked. With your natural 20, you can see that it is probably the place that is used to store weapons and ammunition.
Mm-hmm. And does it?
And
What weapons are the guys using?
They are using not really showing anything else, but inside of the building there are muskets and arquebuses. Well, arquebuses, not muskets. Muskets
Nice.
came later. So it is clear that they want to sell these to other people than the Capincho. Also probably because than the merfolk, because well, also arquebuses don't work underwater.
Mm-hmm. So as we go forward, I say, what a profitable business you established here.
You see
So
that
you only need buyers for the weapons.
there are around 100 people. 100 would seem to be merchants, and around 200 guards guarding this place that it really is not that big. It's like a wooden fort fortified by a little bit of stone and metal. Says, of course, and we help here to fend off the wretched crocodilians. We sell weapons to those that need some so far. These poor merfolk that you claim to have helped so much are in dire need of good weapons. But please, let me present myself. I am Ramon Merodio. And
Mr.
you are?
Midoriya.
It
Name's
is Merodio, please.
Merodio. Merodio, nice to meet you. Name's Justin Mortimer.
Ah,
I'm Claude Piratanectul. Hello.
And I'm Oraba.
and you are local? He looks toward Mist. Mist remains silent. And he responds, yes, continuing on. It is good to get good bodyguards here. The locals are quite strong people, yes.
Don't worry about him. He's Mist. He's also part of our group. And yes, he's a local.
Yes, I could tell. I could tell.
But, I mean, we have spent more than
You
5 years here, so I guess
5
we're not
years
just
where
visitors.
no one really spoke about you?
Well,
We have been
I think
here.
that's the
We
whole
have
point.
been here for 7 months, and we've never heard about.
Well, that's the whole point,
And
isn't
now
it?
you
We've been here a
return.
day and we've heard all about you.
Well, that is because we like to make our businesses known.
Yeah, it's the exact opposite for us.
Well, then it is more of a shame for you, and less of a claim that you have.
Well, it actually did exactly what it was supposed to. It provided shelter for humans who arrived here and started building a port for trading to be established. I guess it was a pretty genius foundation you thought you found yourselves on, eh? But it
Well,
was
we
too
found
perfect to
ourselves
just be
amongst
true.
an incredible, much the crocodilians. They have, oof, and the sort of businesses that king has ooh, is better to steer away and trade with easier people, you know?
Hmm.
Oh, we do know the name of the crocodilian king, guys. What was it?
King Musa.
Yeah, Musa.
Right, I
And you
say,
also
oh yeah,
met with the Prince Nathan.
oh yeah, we met King Musa. We know about the prince. Don't worry, we've been informed well since we've spent more time here.
Yes, it is much better here. The society much more united. Though apparently there was a disaster caused by by the former king. He banished the local gods or something the matter. Ah, maybe that was your doing, unsettling a peaceful kingdom like.
So, no krakens? Where are the big ships?
What big ships?
Where are the big ships? Don't tell me you've arrived here sailing over the oceans with those little ones outside on the port. I mean, they've been enhanced and they have nice weaponry, no selling, but
I see you have a keen eye. But yes, we come with bigger ships. But since Vanuta has established the the port town of Polaris, we have found other places to settle, other other docks. If the turtles are the friends of Vanuta, why not have the merfolk people be our friends?
where's the port town of Polaris?
He looks at you and says, "You do not know? If you do not know, how do you come represent your Vanuta?"
Hmm. I'll take out my notebook and I start to draw, just without names, the amount of mass that we have uncovered of Vanuta. And I say, do you want to point out anywhere here where the port town is? Or do you have questions of what might, and I take my finger and point anywhere on the landmasses, lie here, or here, or here?
You mean to say that you came here before the Polaris was settled?
Like I said, we've been here for more than 5 years.
That's not possible. Everyone from the first expedition is said to be dead.
I actually pull out the notebook again, like I flip into the front page, and I show him the date without the text. And I read, and I start to read. I name the captain from the first expedition. I tell Captain Bukio Dalbarati, Balgren, the cleric.
This is the business of Vanuta. This is meaningless, truly.
No, Mr. Melodio.
It's
Merodio.
Merodio.
Mr. Merodio. No, Mr. Merodio. It is information, and as a merchant, at least one who calls himself a merchant knows, information is the key. There's plenty of buyers for your weapons, except they are not willing to pay the riches you require. But there are cultures out there that we have met that possess incredible riches. Another foundation someone would like to rest their head on, don't you think? So don't tell me that information is not valued.
Why would you, as a good citizen of Vanuta, good people of Caladin?
Why would I not help the good people of Galadria? On this continent, you'll soon learn. It doesn't matter too much.
Wealth above loyalty. I respect that, yes. All right. He picks up a map and shows you this rough map that you see at the moment. Big map.
Mm-hmm.
And go.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
Down there.
I'm just changing a little. All right. And he shows you an updated map, which includes the charts of. Yeah. Okay. Reveal. Includes the charts of this location over here. Oh. Includes this place in the coast.
Mm-hmm.
And this
And we are at the
is
opposite
the
end.
town of Polaris. And you are over here in Clavia. No, you are over here. This is Clavia.
This is
This is the
Clavia
tower.
here. Yeah. Close to the garage.
Yeah. So this is the city of Clavia. Here is Hydria, Shadow, and deep in the river is the capital of the Yuan-Ti. Tuxtlatlu.
Ah, it's so nice. All right. I look very unsurprised by that. Okay. So, Mr. Merodio, what is your long-term plan for this settlement? Your dealings with the Irak Okra are worrying to us.
Why? Why would they be worrying to you? Why would you care if you have no allegiance? Money is money, profit is profit. We pay them and they also steal. We are here as the protector. Everyone needs a good protector from time to time, no?
You are heavily outnumbered.
We are, yes.
Mm.
But they are our friends. We trade with them. They give us this worthless sweet algae. I really do not understand what they tastes awful. Nothing compared to the great spices that we have back home, but they see it as a delicacy. So
Oh, that's so stupid.
Oh, they know nothing.
No, that's fine, Klaatu. Don't worry about the sweet algae. If they don't appreciate it, that's fine. Well, on the other hand, what are you getting from the Aragokras? Or from the mountains? Slaves?
slaves? No, never. They trade with us. We are traders, they trade with us. Why do you presume that our intention? You have too much, how do you call it? Prejudice towards our people.
Mm-hmm.
So, we trade
Considering
with them, we trade with them what we have. Own. Some of it is friendship, a lot of it is information. And they make good allies. Better than the UNTs, at least.
Well, we make the best allies, probably.
You, you specifically, or the Giovanni?
Let's just say you don't want us as your enemies, that's for sure.
Do you want to make an intimidation check out of that?
No.
Okay. Not want you as enemy. Sounds almost as a threat, but as a good-hearted merchant, I will take it that you mean that you have exquisite goods. No? I can see some of your weapons were already crafted.
well, I myself am quite a tinkerer. And I point out the flaws in the little thingy he arrived in.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make a check to see if I actually pick something up.
Sure. You can make a perception
Uh,
or a tinker's tools check.
mm-hmm. Right, 13, not the highest.
It definitely makes more noise than it should. The rotation kind of reminds you of the rotations of your. It's sorry, it's not actually the revolver, but you know the part of the gun that revolves.
Yeah, the chambers. Yeah.
The chambers exactly, and the way that you is much more seamless and noiseless than this one.
Yeah, I point out that they've made mistakes on assembling the rotary of it, so the motor is always very loud. If they would just change the cabling and adjust it new, they would make it much smoother, make it more quieter and suited for stealth.
Yes, well, this is what happens when you end up trusting gnomish artificery.
I'm
They
sorry.
claim much of their abilities, but
How dare you, Merodio? Everything I've learned, I've picked up on gnomish tombs and gnomish grounds. They are the epitome of engineering.
please, please, they die to a good house. The problem is they can't even pick one up.
Oh, I can show you how I can.
In
What
gnomish,
was
I
that, Arthur?
say, you go repeat, Oruba.
No, what do you want to say?
I wanted to say in gnomish, that guy just seems to be very prudent on the new governmental forms that they've established.
Yeah, I guess. I
Your
know it
distaste,
already.
your distaste for the gnomish culture and the gnomish race is distasteful for me. So please drop it. This will make this cooperation much harder. I do get resentment from time to time, but I don't get ignorance.
Ignorance?
Hmm. It's not a secret that every design and everything that you are clothed in has gnomish touches on them, and I pointed out to him. It's not a secret 100 years ago. Your culture was just ripe and ready to be plucked with those engineerings, and then you'd friendly, and that's fine. But why hold on to it that much? You know it's not true.
We hold
I'll make
on
a
to.
persuasion check. Come on.
Yeah, make a persuasion.
Well, that's quite persuasive. 7.
7. He is not persuaded. He says, please, all that they had of good value from the good workers of the city of Kelad. They don't really deserve recognition of their own culture. How presumptuous of them to assume that they could even have such a thing. All they care about is exploiting different people. That is what they have always done.
Well, okay. I guess this is going to
They
be another conversation entirely, Merodio. Let's get back to topic. Why do you need to be cooperating with us? Let's get to the reasons. First, the Arachocras might seem like they are helping you, but behind your back they are starting to diminish the infrastructure around you. Soon there will be only one partner to do dealings with, and it will be the Arachocra who will outnumber you. They will take everything because they have taken everything from everyone else we know. Secondly, the tides will come and wash away parts of the port. They will wash away parts of the settlement because the merfolk will turn their backs to you on our word. Third, the crocodiles will be informed that there is a juicy settlement carrying a lot of juicy gunpowder, and I take my finger and point in the direction of the store, which I've seen on my way in, which is just ready to be plucked by them. And fourth, we ourselves will be the most dangerous thing you have encountered on this continent yet. Make an intimidation check.
okay. Make it intimidate.
5.
Says
Hmm.
you you claim to. That is funny. This man is very funny.
You want to
And
taste? Justin is really confused. Do you want to taste?
oh, I do not seek to provoke such a such a threatening little man.
No, I'm generally
Oh,
confused as to why you would not take me seriously.
please, please come now. You have all of the marks of someone who has been educated by the gnome. A lot of perhaps a lot of brains, but on here.
Oh, I have all the
Seriously.
brains. I'm casting Mind of Legion.
Damn.
And I'm going to have I have my body flicker and everything. I'm searching for something out of his bloodline, maybe. I'm searching a Merodio.
That is that's not possible because Legion didn't have anyone from the old world.
Ah, that's true. Okay. What is Merodio's race then?
What is he? What? Sorry.
What is his race? Is he an orc? Is
He's
he?
a human. He's a human.
Ah, okay. Yeah, no, then he just sees me ghostly flicker, and I'll see if I can get someone who was dealing or has ever met someone from Caladria.
Okay.
So I'm rolling a d20.
Mm-hmm.
It's an 8. I will not speak any different languages.
Okay. A mind comes up within you. It will give you what you want, but you will not be able to know what it says.
All right, I just wanted to leave my body partially and make itself visible to him and then disappear again.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The mind looks into the eyes of Merodio and says, with utter certainty, the exact date that he will die.
There you have it.
He stands baffled, laughing it off at first, and then saying, "Please, everyone could." And then the mind speaks again of the exact way that he will die.
Oh, let's say. Wait. Table of ways to die D100. Okay, nice. Do you want to roll?
Sure. You
Roll a D10.
all right? That is a D10. That is a 1.
Ooh. Lick the green slime on the wall. He licked some green slime off a wall and he dies.
Okay, all right. He looks at this, just utterly terrified. He says, "That's not possible. That's laughable."
Well, that's why I asked
Could
if you
never
wanted a
be.
taste. Do you want another taste?
He seems
I stand up and start to slowly walk towards him.
He says, "There's fine.
There's
Fine.
no tricks.
We will make a fine. We will make a
Don't freak
make the
out,
deal.
Ramon.
All right.
Don't freak out, Ramon.
what,
Stay calm.
What what is it that you want?
By now, I'm standing like so close that our noses are almost touching, and I say, "We will be in touch, Ramon." And I turn around.
You will be.
Think about what you promised today.
Yes, I will.
All right, let's leave on good terms. Now laugh again, so your guards think it was a good session. Come on, laugh, Ramon. Ramon. 19 this time.
He is able to laugh. He is not totally persuasive, but he's doing his best after being like, his face has just become so much paler.
We'll have a look
He
around
has
the
this
settlement
feeling
before
of
we leave.
utter dread.
Utter dread. Okay, let's have a look around the settlement.
Okay, the settlement looks very peacefully and nice, pretty well organized. It seems that Ramon has a pretty good grasp on how to organize things and how to make a proper profitable business out of it. So the way that the cargo is unloaded, it you see that it does use some gnomish things, but they are almost like relics, things that are very outdated. In the place where you were in the tower, in your school, everything was just so much more advanced and so much just worked so much better. This looks just crude and, well, very much like something that would have been used 100.
Yeah. Fingoons. Anyone want to go to any stands over there? There's some artisans, some craftsmen.
I think I'm good, actually. Oh, I could buy some more materials for my pouch. I mean, ingredients.
Same for me. Shall we go on a little shopping spree?
Yeah, let's go together.
If you
I
want, we
mean,
can.
I haven't spent money in a long time.
If you want to first deal with the situation with Oroba, I'm not sure how exactly you want to, because I don't know. I'm not entirely sure how much time it take for the whole situation with the queen to be resolved. But yeah, we can do a bit.
I mean, you could just drop me off there, basically, I guess.
Yeah, okay, that's true.
No.
That's true. If that's the preferred, that's like okay. I was thinking
Well-
more like if you wanted a specific off.
It depends on Niklas, right? Niklas, next session you had the opportunity to say your goodbyes and then immediately introduce the next character, or we go and drop you off now.
I mean, I probably have to talk to Matthias anyway, how we introduce him, maybe, because like I have some ideas, of course.
Sure, but there's no problem in the where, unless you're gonna present some form of dragon or something. That's gonna be
No.
But the idea is that I don't see any difficulty in having the new character be present immediately after, or yeah, without any difficulty. I mean, Ashta, the way that she was introduced was literally just teleported in from a different plane, so
Mhm.
it is fine. It will just depend on what exactly you have in mind. Yeah, we can do it this session if you want to already session with the.
I think it would be fine. I don't know the others, if what they have in mind, like if we really need a big goodbye or something.
It's up to you.
Well, Justin is
Would be
Justin is too detached to have a great goodbye anyway. But I think Justin, the only thing he would want is for you to have a clear mission.
It's like not a final goodbye anyway, right? Like he's not dead or anything.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So if you want for him to just be sent off, then that's also fine. I wanted to say this, try to establish this potential issue. If you don't want to have a goodbye, then that's perfectly reasonable. Because again, your character is not dying.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, I don't think
Unless you
it's
transform
really
him
needed.
into a half kraken creature.
We could talk about the plan more, but I mean, you two didn't like the queen anyway as well.
I have no problem with the
Like
queen.
you.
Yeah, I just want like Mist. Justin's aim is to have someone in the forest to support something he wants to happen.
Yeah.
So he doesn't care if it's Miru or if it's you, or if it's the queen. The whole point would for it to be functioning in a way that is pleasing and working towards the end goal.
And I think it would help our goals to have control over the situation.
Yeah. Also, I think Oroba is amongst the best person to negotiate between the queen and the mushrooms as well.
Yeah.
They will be a great benefactor and factor in removing the staff, since they know something's up with it.
Mm.
So I guess, or maybe that's what you want to do in your time there, as well as establishing romantic relations with the real queen.
Why does it have to be romantic?
You still want to murder Earl to make
I'm
the
surprised,
potion?
why?
No. I'll be her therapist, I guess. Just investigate what's the cause of her illness.
Good
Okay.
old LSD treatment.
Maybe if it's needed to open her up. And then if something romantic happens like naturally, that's totally fine, you know?
I am saying that I'm not going to introduce like half donkey, half dragon baby. There has to be
That's so
some.
Donkey and Dragon, that's so Shrek of you.
I mean, Shrek was pretty progressive in that way, I guess.
Mhm. Why can't you be?
Woke D&D campaign?
Oh my god.
Oh, that's fair. No, that's totally alright. So I guess we're sitting on the port right now, talking about it, guys. So I don't mind Oroba being absent from all of that, but I feel like you should also know what we'll be doing. So in case that the situation in the forest goes south, you know where to find us.
We could make a mental link again, Oroba.
I think that could be good if it's not too intense.
The last one lasts for 6 days.
Well, that won't help, I guess.
Don't underestimate Klaatu. He wants it to last forever.
That's true.
I don't know if that's the best idea.
But 6 days is something. We could do it again after this.
Well,
I know where you are.
you can reach any of us anytime, Klaatu, but the others of us can't. So
we could stay in contact anyway, I guess.
yeah. But if something is wrong with you, what is the spell you use to contact us, Klaatu?
Sending.
All right, shall we
Maybe
try?
we can make a scroll, or we get a scroll of that for me.
Yeah, that's what we have so much experience tinkering with magical objects now. Maybe the three of us can just put the spell into a stone or something, or a coin, and then you can use it to send us something in case it goes south.
Oh, you mean like not single use?
I do mean single use. I don't
Oh,
know. Everything
that's
I
a
do needs
scroll
some
then.
energy. Like it will be a single use per day or something, right? If you pump magic back into it, it should work again. But
Yeah, with the battery style, right?
yeah, what do you say, Mateusz? Do we do this quite effortlessly?
We're already tinkering. Sorry.
Sending is an easy spell, so
Right, the three of us make a coin of sending.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
So once per day,
Yeah.
long rest to restore.
How does it work with a coin? Does it work? I mean,
It's the same as like
it's
the
like a
fire
sending
trial bullets.
Yeah, it's also like a sending stone. It's the same as
Mm-hmm.
the point being that you speak with it, you speak a keyword into it, and you are able to send a message to the other pair. Yeah, I would say something like that. It seems to be fairly simple.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of our trademark sign now. We're engraving spell runes into stuff and then infuse them with magic along with some items, but this time it's just magic.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of our trademark craftsman style. All right. And
We're
I
actually
guess
entering into the one of something that I have prepared for another campaign, which are called the Forbidden Rites or Forbidden Rituals, which are rituals of how to make something like a weapon, for example, sentient, that sort of thing, where you perform a specific ritual way. And obviously, this has been completely banned in the old world, you know, human sacrifices and blood magic things.
Ooh. Well, this is just craftsmanship. Magical fantasy craftsmanship.
Yes, you're not. Yeah, but you're approaching. That's what I meant to comment.
That's true. I'm looking at the others and say, so are we going to Portales after the forest?
It's Polaris.
Polaris?
Misspell it?
No.
Maybe it's
I'm
too
not
small.
close. I just didn't zoom close enough.
Ah, okay.
Mist and
Yeah,
Klaatu, what
but
do you
we
think?
have to rest there.
In the
I can
forest, you
teleport
mean?
one more time, yes.
Well, I wouldn't.
The
I
others
wouldn't
must wait
mind.
for tomorrow then.
The forests are just second home by now, so wouldn't mind another night there. Actually, I'd rather sleep there than in this settlement.
Yeah, totally. Okay, then let's go. Teleport.
You know, at first I was really impressed. To the jungle, to the forest queen.
Mm-hmm. Let's Very familiar or seen casually?
What, the queen?
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely not seen casually. It's not entirely familiar.
Yeah. Why don't you describe the exact place in the jungle forest, and then Mateusz goes off of how good you did that.
Okay, there was this giant elevator leaves in greenish color, which were going up into the spiraled tree, the palace of the queen. I want to stand on top of one of those big fleshy leaves.
Okay.
Nice.
Remember any color?
They were like green, bluish green.
Mhm.
I guess.
Mm-hmm.
They were in red also, no? No.
Okay. Tell me when you're done.
I would be done. I'm sorry.
No worries, I love it.
Color green.
Come on, the leaves were green.
Right? They weren't blue, right? You're just tricking me.
There was also
Yeah.
this light fest when we went up from the Arak Okras.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was more to see more than you would have probably failed. Like if you were to like start mixing up weird colors or something like that.
Nice.
Okay, so with this, you are able to teleport there. You teleport to the bottom of the elevator,
Mhm.
the big leaf elevator,
Whew.
and and there are guards there. They point and they say that the queen seems to be in a better mood today. Take advantage of this before you speak with her. Before and when you speak.
Oh, that's good to hear. Thanks.
Well, then please announce our coming.
The plant stays still for a moment, and then the big leaf starts descending.
Thank you very much.
Nice. I take a little root from the ground, so next time I can teleport a little easier. And then I hop on to the big greenish fleshy leaf.
Okay, all right. Everything is kind is well very much how you remember, but the queen seems to be singing this quite lovely melody. It is not actually made out of any human sounds. It's not entirely vocal. It is more almost as if it is a mimic of how the wind passes through different leaves and creates a symphony. In this case, very much on purpose, a symphony of sounds of a forest.
Hmm.
And she seems to be singing to the staff. Yeah. Do you know the name of the staff, guys?
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Right.
No.
Okay.
Henry.
No,
Oh yeah,
it's
yeah. I forgot about it. It
Okay.
was Henry.
no,
Henry
that's not the name,
Stafferton.
but because there's the name of the okay.
Stafford.
Oh yeah, Stafford. Max Steffson.
So she seems to be singing to the staff, and the staff mimics back these, kind of completing the symphony.
I will kneel down and just listen.
Okay. For how long do you want to listen?
I mean, Does she realize we are there?
If she does, she seems more interested in the song. But the song also feels very soothing to you.
Yeah, then I
It's
just
it's not
listen.
it's not like magically soothing, but it definitely is soothing.
Justin also is silent, watches Oroba. After some time, I do sit down as well.
Okay.
Very good, Oroba. Taking it slow. Taking it slow. I bump to Jason. That's what I've told him.
Oh, that's definitely what you've told him, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
He learned
He
so
definitely seems
much.
like a guide.
I bet he said the old, you gotta go slow, and sometimes you gotta go fast.
No.
Oh, first slow, then fast?
No, it was much
Never
more
fast.
complex. Come
Oh,
on, I tell you.
I don't have enough pages in my notebook, don't
Why
bother.
are you guys talking so
I
much?
have already a whole book of it.
What lucky moment in our life.
So in your conversation, eventually, it's kind of a bit annoyed at the noise that you started making. He says, "Yes, you have arrived. Have you sorted out the business with those terrible creatures and destroyed them? My people told me that you were headed that way."
Oh, Oroba.
Horrible.
Oh, sorry, I was so in contemplating this beautiful song. Could you please repeat yourself?
She actually smiles gently, appreciating not your compliment, and says, my people said that you went to deal with the creatures of those terrible fungus. Did you deal with them? Were you able to destroy them?"
You don't have to worry about them anymore. They're not a problem anymore. We handled that.
I am so grateful. I am so grateful that is the case. I was worried when you stayed there for so long that you would have actually befriended them, or that you might have died. Well,
Well, it wasn't an easy task, but we still managed.
I can imagine that it was not. You poor creatures. How was it to be under such savage creatures? You must have been constantly under threat. How was
Yes,
that
yes, we
taking
were.
part of it?
Sorry?
I'm sure that you must have also taken pleasure in the destruction of those creatures.
It wasn't easy for us, that is for sure, but we had to do what we had to do. But now we are back, that is more important.
I feel sorry, but also glad that you have overcome this hurdle.
It was nothing knowing it was for you, my queen.
Smiles and says, "Would that all my servants would be so loyal."
Well, I am your servant. And we came here also with a proposal for you.
A proposal? form of proposal?
Well, it's more that I have a proposal for you. I wish to stay here and help you more.
To stay here? But for what reason? I have.
Well, what other reason could there be than to serve you?
Oh, I would know there's some thing.
Shut up, Klaatu. I give him an elbow.
Oh,
No. Forgive my. It is not. Forgive my surprise. No other creature has offered to serve me so spontaneously before.
How is it? It is not spontaneously. While I was away from you, I thought a long time about it.
oh yeah.
But you are not a. But you are not a plant. I have accepted your friend, and her people because of their transformation.
My queen, if I
I do
may,
not know how to provide you sustenance.
it is
Give
total.
you my young.
Sustenance will not be a problem.
Yes, then.
It is totally
Josh.
normal for queens to hold diplomatic ministers at her side to then be sent out in her stead. And also, it's totally normal to carry around advisors, as we believe our intentions to be diverse and our backgrounds as well. We must be helpful to you.
I am grateful for. I worry about what is it that you will eat. I will not allow you to eat plants, and I cannot expect you also to be put in the constant danger of having to kill some of the remnants, some of those creatures that have remained, some of those that survive here still.
Well, there's no need to worry about me. I can handle myself pretty well. I think it will also come to your advantage if you have a defender who is maybe not planned. And also, my whole life, I've spent time with plants and I've learned to love them so much and appreciate them. That's also a reason.
That I can see. I am merely. I do apologize. I do not want to take reasons to deny you. This is entirely unexpected.
Well, if you need time to consider, of course, that is.
What convinced you then? And you, I have Thorn with me. He's always been a helpful advisor. She turns to look at the staff.
If the only problem is that I am not a plant, I think there's a way to change that. But if you just wonder about my reasons, it was when I was away from you that I recognized how much I want to serve you.
See, so your intentions are genuine then. Make a perception.
Perception?
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion. Okay. Do I have
Can he
any
get advantage because he uses the way of Klaatu?
the way of cloud?
He
And-
so far has not used the way of.
And do you want to guidance him, Mist?
I see that in a different way. No, I'm just making fun.
Though there is a lot of talk about desire.
Mm-hmm. Just replace reserve, serve with another word.
Easy.
Ooh.
All right. Okay. I will allow you to have advantage on this of the previous relationship that you had. So in this case, at 20, she says, "Of course, I am sure that." I'm sure that Thorn would never object to having another loyal servant, and I have to tell you that I have heard the worst conspiracies, even from people that I thought would never betray me from plants. Really, the Duchess Keepmaster were communicating of a way to steal Thorn from me. The gall of those creatures, those wretches.
It's awful to hear, but that's exactly my job from now, to make sure that there will be no complications from things like this.
And you really will ensure that there will be no complication coming from these.
I will do everything that is in my power, but we will also have to get information from you, which means we will have to talk one-on-one a lot.
Of course. Though I'm sure you would not object to Thorn being present as well. He's always been with me.
Oh no, of
Since
course.
the beginning.
Yeah, there's no problem.
We were born together. I like to say. He likes to say he is a bit older than. Well, I think what is a difference of a few, just a few centuries, really. But yes, it is possible. And I don't know. I think I will enjoy speaking with you. It's strange to think of it, to trust those that have been so. One of those that has been so hostile to my kind. But I feel I should, and not even Thorn offers any objection. Do you, Thorn? She presents the staff, like pointing towards you, and you see a small rising in power coming from it, almost as if it is charging something.
I will bow my head down to the staff as well.
Justin makes an insight check.
Yes.
Sure, okay.
Ooh!
Yes. The 20s.
I wanted to insight check.
Rolling too many.
I wanted to insight check how the staff, or like Justin's thoughts were also when she was asking questions, that some of them were directed from the staff and asked through her.
Mm.
So this insight check was supposed to see if the staff made her pick himself up and makes her say something, if there's a difference in character in the behavior of the queen.
Okay, all right. The queen, there is no relationship of possession here. The staff merely gives her an influence. It's certainly a strange one, but they seem to have a great amount of trust in each other, and that is what that is the basis of this relationship.
Okay, nat 20 bonus question
Mhm.
with my detect magic sense on as well.
Sure.
Is that staff malevolent?
No, it is
Okay.
not malevolent. It is. It always acts in what it believes is the interest of.
Okay.
And it in no way seeks outright malevolence.
Okay.
Is there anything else that you would want me to clarify?
With a nat 20 inside?
Mhm.
Hmm. What is the question I should be asking?
If the stand has been, if the staff has been tainted, or if it's
Well, this I already established. It's not
Yeah.
malevolent. It really just gives the sound advice that it thinks is best for the plants. But it does kind of make it seem like it has really this Phyrexian thing to it, where it's like plants are the thing, fuck everything else, and in the fuck everything else, it's like, yeah, eat their eyes, yeah, kill their children, you know? Is that the case?
The staff. The staff's relationship with her, with the queen, is that of an older brother who does not want to see the younger sister suffer, and therefore will do horrible acts in its
It
defense.
is. Okay. Okay, nice.
It's
So it is
certainly not
this.
malevolent.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
is
it's
interested in the
best
protection.
intentions,
Yeah,
but totally misguided actions.
very, very much so.
Okay. You see Justin looking at as she waves the staff around, you see Justin looking at it like, oh god, no, like very stressed out. Which you see on Justin's face when a lot of emotions are involved in situations.
The staff points and charges its power, and then it seems to cool. In an act of. And you hear not exactly words, but you understand what it wants to say to you. It says, she sees you as a friend. I know she needs a friend. If you hurt her, you die. And this is Orba that hears this.
Mm-hmm.
Can I answer that, or is that like
You can answer it, yes.
I will answer? I would rather end my own life than hurt just a single leaf of her.
Well, that came out of nowhere.
Seems to greatly appreciate this. And you, Justin, that have been incredibly attentive to the staff, you see that it even seems to radiate a different form of energy, a much more peaceful one.
Ah, you've got accepted, I'd say.
Queen looks and says, "Huh? Think Thorn may like you, even. Would you look at that?"
Oh, that's
He-
good.
He has been so protective. I say something overprotective. Tells me there's no such thing, but It's
Well, we have met many of your enemies, and I'd say he has good reason to. But I think Oroba will inform you in due time, dear
yes,
Queen.
that he does.
Yes, we will have a lot of time.
Oh yeah.
Like right now, even if there was no intention behind that, I will see that there was. It's too late. It's
Yeah, that's my character now.
Again, sorry we intruded on your play. It was a great musical piece.
he says, perhaps Orava will learn this as well.
Oh, I would love that.
Well, I've tried to teach him arts, but you have your go. I think we'll excuse ourselves from now.
Yes, I'm
Which you,
gonna have a rest and see you the next day, my queen.
we would intrude on your hospitality again, my queen, if it's all right.
Says, if you come to visit the friends of my friend, are my friends as well. To this, the staff kind of radiates like a slightly suspicious, like it doesn't really want to go that, but then it kind of accepts it.
Okay, nice.
Make ourselves on the elevators again. Write a few stories down as we do.
Mm-hmm.
Say hi to the lizards, and then go have a rest, I think.
Okay.
Miraculously, how you handle the queen, my dear.
Well, it came easy.
Wait. I make a tiny hut so we can speak
Yes.
for
Mhm.
ourselves.
Okay.
Good night then.
You hear this, like, as you make the tiny hut, you hear this kind of strange, almost faint, small cackle. And Justin immediately recognizes Spider Queen. It says, you really fell for her delusions, didn't you?
Oh. It immediately makes me think I have a spider in my head, and I go take the knife. And I think, okay, calm down, Justin. Calm down. Already sitting there ready to poke behind my eye. I go, free man, his own decisions, facing his own consequences. Something you try to avoid so far, successfully. So thanks for checking in.
The voice replies and says, but not you, my dear, dear Justin. You are so wise and cautious. You always seek to know the truth, essence of such. Visit me again. I'll tell you the essence of her.
Why don't you stay a bit longer? Make yourself at home. I try to envelop her with my like by now my psychic nature and the telepathic nature of me and Legion.
Mm-hmm.
I try to purposely make it hurt for her now.
Okay.
I make her go through this chaos of souls that are hurting to the souls that are in misery to Legion itself offering her power and stuff before she can even reach me.
Okay. He says, still with clear, clear sadistic joy sound. How you love to keep it close, don't you? Keep their screams close to you.
I would love for you to join the chorus.
I am sure you would. Another mind in that mind of yours.
But I say in that habit we are at least collectors of kind, huh? How many brains have you spun into your library?
Oof. Oof. So many beautiful minds. All alive. All alive. And in so much pain. We'll meet again, Legion. Keep an ear open for me, Justin. You are still my
Can I take Soul Cutter
Mhm.
and try to stab somewhere to see if I sever the connection? Like, I imagine there's a thread, like a spider thread somewhere that she's using.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. You
And
can make an insight or arcana check.
I do have Detect Magic online. Does that grant me advantage?
Yes, I would say so. Yeah.
Okay. Go for Perception. Nice. I use a luck point. Do I have a luck point? Was that a different campaign?
Do you have
I
the
don't
lucky
have
feet?
I don't have lucky, no. I can use a Pact Boon Watch thing and add a D6. Goddamn, Justin. It's a 15.
15 is not enough.
Okay. Right, then I wait for her to leave. I just don't reply anymore. Like, fucking hell. She's weaved a thread somewhere.
The last thing you see is that part of the mind passes over to Klaatu and says, "Visit me. I can show him. I can take a male form. That's what you prefer."
Who's this?
Oh, you too? That's the Spider Queen.
Oh, you can?
Oh, what?
No, just kidding.
And then it disappears. And the voices fade away.
Goddamn, Oroba, you will have a ton to work on.
At least I have Miro to help me, maybe.
That's true. So, I only need 3 hours of rest, so I guess I go over the maps with Oroba and reveal more of my plan to him, of how the war would have happened, which side to poke where. But now it all needs to be adjusted.
Okay, well, it is. I think that you might want to keep that secret from me. I'm not.
Yeah, I'm going to tell as soon as it's relevant to Niklas.
Okay, all right. Okay. So, do we end here?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
I
it's a
think
good
so too.
spot.
I think it makes sense to end here. And okay, well, this was a lot of fun. Getting back into the
Yes.
game and
We're back again.
yeah.
Yeah, really nice.
Yep.
Nice.
Next week I can't make Monday, but
Oh,
I might make
yeah, wait.
another day.
Okay.
Yeah, the
which one?
following weeks, wait. What?
It's April because I'm on holidays next Monday.
Ah,
I could probably no. I could do perhaps Thursday or Wednesday.
The 12th or 13th?
Yeah, probably, but yeah, probably, but I'm not sure.
Maybe we just write in the Discord.
yeah, okay. All
What
right.
about you, Mateusz?
I think I can make it every afternoon. On the
Or afternoon would be good for me too, actually. Would be actually better.
yeah, I think I can make every day on the afternoon. I just cannot do it on the next Monday, but the Mondays after everything should be okay.
So, shall we say the 13th, a bit sooner than usual?
The 13th, I can't.
What you said
First.
Thursday and Wednesday.
Thursday and Wednesday is 11 and 12.
Are you sure you're in April?
Oh, I mean Tuesday and Wednesday. Oops.
You mean Tuesday and Wednesday. All right, so let's make Wednesday the 12th.
Okay. All right.
Wednesday the 12th.
And what
Afternoonish?
about what starting time is in mind for you? Just tell us your Portuguese time.
No, for me it would be fine. Where we
Okay.
start at your 7, which I think is my 6.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is like
that for me is fine.
10 or 11 in the morning for Jeff.
Yep. What did happen to Jeff? Did he fall
Jeff?
asleep?
I'm
He
here.
fell asleep.
Oh,
Da-dang. Can you play next week Wednesday the same time?
Sure, why not?
Nice. Then it all works out.
All right. We'll also have to actually be careful when the real make sure that Jeff will make
Make sure. Wait, what?
well when the I'm sure we'll have to adjust to the fact that he won't be able to make maybe that entire month.
And Chris is on holidays afterwards.
Yeah.
So we'll
That's true.
talk on the 12th about maybe
Mhm.
then switching over to Thanos and then switching back again is also possible. But let's talk on the 12th.
Yeah, sure,
Mhm.
sure. Okay. Right, and Nicholas, do send me your ideas.
yeah.
And yeah, if you don't have a precise idea yet, we can work out something together.
Yeah,
Did
but
you?
I have like a general idea, and I found also a pretty cool fighter subclass. But
Okay.
Mateusz can just open another character sheet right now, and then you can
Yeah,
start doing it.
that would actually make sense.
And then he just needs to check in and blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
I recommend.
Yep.
And I sent you the incarnate details over Discord.
Yes, I
can-
saw that, but
Nice.
I saw that you sent. I haven't.
No worries, no worries. All in due time.
Yep. All right.
all right,
Orava is retiring.
I have to go, guys. See you
Yeah.
next
See
See
Good
ya.
time.
night,
y'all.
guys.
Bye.
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 Once was a lot of fun. Thank you.
Yeah, totally.
It
It was
was
nice.
It was nice. It was nice to be back.
Totally.
nice
I
to
loved
have
it.
you.
Yes, it was nice having you back.
Totally.
All right. I'll have to go
Woo!
now too. See ya.
See
Goodbye.
ya.